Manchester City 3, Newcastle 1. That was the result for the just concluded semi-final, that second leg of the Carabao Cup between Man City and Newcastle. But when I told you that Man City did not play well in that game, they didn't play extremely well like was expected in that game to win the particular match. But in this video, I'm going to be addressing some of these issues to tell you exactly why Man City, in my view, did not play very well. And then the consequence of their play when it comes to their final with Arsenal. But before we go on, let's look at the start for that game. Manchester City had a total of 17 shots. Newcastle had 10. Man City had 9 on target. Newcastle had 5 on target. Man City had possession of 60%. Newcastle had 40%. It was expected. That's correct. However, if you look at that game critically, yes, Man City scored 3 goals in the first half. And the reason is not far-fetched. It was because Newcastle were very, very shambolic in their defense. Their defense was very, very poor. Newcastle no come game yesterday. Can you imagine? Look at from first goal, second goal, third goal. Newcastle no just dey anywhere. Manchester City messed their defense up. And they were able to score those 3 goals. First half, second half, what happened? Man City could not score again. But the problem now is that the Newcastle too could not make any headway to score goals. The attackers were wasteful in front of post. One-on-one, I can count like close to 3 of the one-on-ones to goalkeeper. They could not score. They could not make any reasonable impact apart from that consolation goal that they scored. And if you look at that consolation goal they scored, you can see that Man City has a serious defensive issue. Yes, the guy moved that ball and scored. That shows that Man City defense actually did very poor. So if Newcastle had capitalized on that, they would have won that game yesterday. So here what Arsenal can do in the finals. If Arsenal take my advice, or more they go win that final, that will be the first title they win in this season. To be honest with you, this is what Arsenal needs to do. Arsenal need to play massive defense, massive attack. The reason is that Manchester City is actually good in attack. Yeah, they like to move, but they like to score. That is correct. Haaland, Foden, and all that, they want to score. Okay, Czechia want to score. But Arsenal too is very, very good in defense. Top notch as far as this EPL is concerned. Give it to Arsenal when it comes to defense because of the power of Gabriel and Saliba. That chemistry between the two of them can produce a lot of results when it comes to defensive, tactics. So now, if Arsenal can be able to play massive attack and massive defense, they go mess Man City up. I don't estray Man City like this. To be honest with you. So if ball dey Man City box, the Man City 18, Arsenal midfielders and defense, 1 or 2 of them can actually go into support the attack and then be able to break Man City down. Because Man City defense, they very poor. Man City defense is as poor as Newcastle defense, to be honest with you. So if Arsenal pressure Man City under their defense situation, Arsenal will score them and take the day. Now, since Man City is also good at attack, trying to score, then Arsenal too need to fortify their defense more. The midfielders just join the defensive guys, to be able to stop Man City from crossing or penetrating. That's what Arsenal need to do. Very simple. I don't need to worry himself so much. Arsenal don't bother yourself so much. Just play massive attack, massive defense. You go shred Man City completely. That's what it is. It is what it is because if you look at Man City defense yesterday, you go cry for Man City. Man City no dey anywhere. And it's not about yesterday. If you roll back to a lot of their previous games, because you said that they get defensive issue, they've not really gotten it when it comes to that defense. Even though they brought in an addition by way of a Gui guy, I never see any improvement in their defense. To be honest with you, so they need to work hard to be able to fortify that defense. Otherwise, Arsenal will mess them up. If I had to take my advice, just take my advice and then crush Man City and carry your first title. It is what it is. See you in the next video. Bye.